HSN, and we used it as a demo here for the Empress machine, so it keeps it nice and rigid so that you can cut it like paper. Fabric works great. Now just look at this. So we'll start with this, a plain card, and think about the intricate dies that you've seen me show you just tonight, and die cutting something that beautiful and that that detailed is really simple. So you're taking your machine and your sandwich, and you're adding all those beautiful layers just in one single pass through the machine. All right, so as beautiful as all that, I can show you up close. Yes, every one of these dies is going to give you that kind of amazing detail. And when you're working with them for the first time, we walk you through it right out of the box. So the instruction sheet comes, it gives you tips and tricks about getting more detail or less detail. You might be sitting there wondering, it's like, can I use the dies from my other favorite companies with this machine? Absolutely. You know, you just have to experiment with the plate system. And, you know, sometimes you need to use a paper shim or not use the metal shim. It's just a little bit of experimentation of what you put through the machine, and every one of those things in your craft room, they're going to work, and you're going to be so thrilled with how easy it is to use.
Oh my God, I tell everybody too, when I go to crafts with my friends, if they're still doing a hand crank system, I'm like, oh really? You might want to check hsn.com and get an electric, because again, it's the embossing, it's the crafting. Even with embossing, a lot of times Anna shows this great technique of sanding off the embossing, creating different effects. Once you have the machine, it opens up a world of ideas. It's not just, oh, let's emboss and let's die cut. As you can see, it actually becomes kind of an embossing printer. And there's tons of videos that Anna have done to really take this to that whole new level. But if you are a beginner and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, a plain piece of paper, and all of a sudden it becomes wow, you gotta have a great machine to be able to do that. And this one absolutely is the best time to get it. Huge collection. We've never done this configuration. It's just for you and I and Anna tonight. And of course you have 5 flex tonight and reduced shipping and handling. Instructions included, but there's tons and tons of video support from Anna and her team to be able to really maximize this. But it's really easy to use, actually. All right, we've got one more item before I let Anna go. We're gonna keep going on. And guys, please stay on the line for this. I only have about 500 remaining. We started out with almost 1,000. So I'm so glad you're picking that up tonight, because it's a great system. And also, we'll have dies next hour from other brands. As Anna mentioned, works perfect with that. So when you see us do some other brands, it's a great item. Okay, we're gonna move on to this. Now, this is where we got a call. We have these people called sales managers. And Marty, who's on right now, he called early before we went on. Remember this, Jared? He's my producer. And he said, guys, you got a problem with that last item in your show. So we're just gonna do a really truncated presentation of this, because already many of you went online and picked it up. So here we go. This is another customer pick. It's sold out the last time we had it on the air, and tonight it's on sale, so it's a favorite. I have less than 600 available, and again, we're talking about the famous dies. You get 6 dies, you get the magnetic sheet to go with it, and you get the idea sheet. And Anna, why did you create these dies compared to the other dies we've seen throughout the hour?
Well, we call these festive flourishes, Suzanne, because they are calligraphic flourishes originally done by hand with calligraphy to create movement and style and design behind your sentiments on the fronts of your cards. These are beautiful decorations for whatever you're making. And when you look at them up close, the detail, like this is, they only cut, they don't emboss. So you can get all that swirly stuff in a single pass, and it comes out really flawlessly. But I love to call it fancy punctuation. So you see how using 2 of these together to create all that fanciness around the word thank you, or even thinking about using 2, one going up, one going down, to create the background for your card. It's an amazing focal point. It does transcend style, meaning if you love things to make things that look completely different than what I'm showing you, you can do that with these dies, because they're gonna lend themselves to every season and every occasion and every style of card making. So you see how each one has just this beautiful, fancy spaghetti-like movement behind every single card that I'm showing you. And for me, this is the thing that I always have. This is the little black dress in my craft cabinet that's gonna go with everything. It's the set that I get excited about because I know I can impress people with it. And it's like, it just comes out of the machine. It's like done, and you can really make the Empress work for you, just sending those dies through all day long.
You know
Make lots of them.
I'm sorry, you tickled me on that one. You're like, I just take a piece of paper and impresses the heck out of everybody. And that really, to me, it's so funny, Anna. I never tire of seeing a plain piece of paper or cardstock or whatever go through your machine and come out beautiful. And I just did it for pennies, and it was very little work on my part. Thank God for your team, right? I love that. And it's still, I got goosebumps, I'm such a nerd, because it takes anything, whether it's a home decor piece or you're doing a card or a scrapbook, and takes that paper and adds texture and dimensionality to it, or shape and experience to it. You'll be very, very pleased, especially if you've never used dies before or embossing folders. You'll be so pleased when that happens. And it's funny, Annie, you would think after all these years, it would become so routine, but I still absolutely marvel at that magical moment from plain to really, really pretty.
Right, and that it was not something that we could do very easily, and now we can do it just like in the click of a button. We can create all of that, right? I'm getting ready to make a really fancy mess right here. Look at that. Ooh. All three of them together, you know, with a fancy little thing in the middle. And now it looks like, you know, I started out doing calligraphy in my design life, and being able to do this with a pen is rather difficult. Now you can make them with a die and make them just in a single pass, and you can layer them and create all kinds of different designs, just starting to use them even as a background, like you see, and inlay the center. So cut them out of two different pieces of paper and go back with the separate colors and make your own backgrounds. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, Suzanne.
Oh, it's just beautiful. And again, you're getting 6 dies with this. You do get the magnetic mat to hold them all in place because we love being organized, and the idea sheets included. I know, Anna, I've got to say goodbye for now, but I just want to personally thank you and your entire team. Everybody's been working on this entire month's project for months and months and months, and I really appreciate all the effort from you guys putting together this incredible hour.
Well, Suzanne, you and I next Tuesday, we got a big thing coming, so I'll just give you a shout out right there. Girl. So make sure and come back.
Yeah, you got every Tuesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. You got to be right here on HSN. Hey, Anna, thanks, sweetie. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, so I got a couple little updates for you. Okay. So I'm gonna show you what's coming up, and then I do have a way for you to win $25 digital gift card from us. We figured something out, okay? I'm pretty excited about this because we're having a couple difficulties, but it's okay. We're creative, we got this. What are you watching? You're watching HSN. I'm Suzanne Runyon. It is National Crafting Month, and what happens in National Crafting Month, for the first time ever, we are celebrating it every Tuesday night for the month of March from 7 to 9 p.m. East Coast time. Everybody in our crafting world who's on the air with me, they put together incredible kits. We have Diamond Press coming up. We are Memory Keepers coming up. Just great stuff in this hour as well, including this. Now, I wanted to show this because how many of us want a rolling tote? Like, it's almost kind of a little bit of sort of a must-have, only because if you want to go from room to room, whether it's the closet into the kitchen table, or you want to go place to place. If you're a school teacher, a knitter, sewing, if you want to be organized, you really want a great craft tote. The problem is, I've been on the air selling craft totes, and they're well over $100. Tonight, we have, it's called the Everything Mary Rolling Tote for $55.96. That is incredible. It's beautifully made. We have floral or we have the stripe. It's really, really durable. And then inside it is oodles of organization. I already have coming up, a little matching bag that's adorable to kind of take around your house or to pull out when you're at a crop when they're back. Anyway, this is coming up. It is a fabulous deal. And you guys done it. You've been at stores and you've seen rolling totes that easily can be over $100. And that one, I think, is just an incredible deal. Again, done for just our show tonight. And remember, 5 flex pays on everything. All right, I want to talk about this thing. I love this. You know what? Oh shoot, I left my cards on my desk. Oh man, I had so much fun working with this. Now, what I said in the beginning of last hour was we're kind of doing this look back at some favorites. And many, many, many years ago, I used to work for a company that was about airbrushing. And I loved it. It was so magical and the effects you can do. And so I asked, is there any way we can do an airbrush for the show? And We Are Memory Keepers came to the rescue. This thing is so cool. It's automatic. You literally recharge it with a USB port that's included, and it's going to give you this really cool airbrushed effect. Now, you're getting the stencils, you're getting markers to go with it, but here's our bonus. You can only get it here in our set, or an additional set of this big marker pack that's included. It is all electric now, so if you want to create airbrushed effects, you can. Now, we're going to go to my Facebook page, because this solves two things. Number one, you're going to see my dog Cooper. Cooper held still long enough for me to go from this to this. I airbrushed Cooper, so I call him Super Cooper. That's actually one of the stencils that come in the set. Now, for all of you who love dogs and animals, this is totally washable. It's safe for kids, so don't worry, it was safe for Cooper. Isn't that fun? And I used one of the stencils out of the kit. Now, I also have the way for you to win a $25 a digital gift card from us. On Suzanne Runyon Facebook, if you comment in the next hour, and our question is, what is your best crafting hack, okay? What's your best tip? What's your best thing? Like for me, it's that gray marker you saw that I used to make everything look like it has a shadow. So go to Suzanne Runyon on Facebook, and where you see Cooper, Super Cooper, comment on there, and from that group of people, we will pick our winner to win a $25 digital gift card from us. But you gotta do it in this hour, and that's Suzanne Runyon on HSN on my Facebook page. So if you do it that way, we're gonna pick a winner at the end of the hour. So start commenting right now on what is your favorite crafting tip, that quick little tip. And you know what? I'll try to actually share some of those on my Facebook page tomorrow, because I love great crafting tips. Okay, now we're gonna move on. Ready to start? We're gonna move in. You ready to do it? All right. Okay, yeah, this is brand new. All right, guys, yeah, and it is not the airbrush marker kit. We're gonna move. Where am I going to, guys? Am I going over there? Yes, okay, let's go this way, because I know that wasn't it. Although that is something coming up, so stick around with me. I'm going here, correct? All right, here we go. Look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna get Beth Kingston on the air with me, and she is absolutely one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, and she's hilarious. And she said, oh my gosh, that's how she talks, oh my gosh, Suzanne. She goes, this is the most amazing stamp kit. And she's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ready? Keep going. 7, 8. And these are big stamps. These are the ones, one stamp and your card's done if you don't have a whole lot of time, and they have tons of sayings. You're getting 8 of our supersized stamp kit in this brand new collection from Diamond Press. They've done it just for you tonight at $24.95. We absolutely expect this one to sell out. So indeed, let's see Beth Kingston. She's joining us live from her crafting studio. Hi, Beth. Welcome back, sweetie. Thanks for being a part of the show tonight.
I'm obsessed with the fact that you sprayed the dog. That's like the greatest thing I've seen today. It made me giggle so much.
Okay,
so happy.
Hey, let's jump into this kit.
Yeah, let's talk about this set. You're exactly right. You're getting 8 stamp sets, and 8 sheets of stamps. I'm gonna ask Don to zoom right in, because what's wonderful about this is you're getting whimsical and trendy, and you're getting traditional handwritten. So you've got kind people are my kind of people, reach for the stars, you did it. You've got this really lovely rainbow. Then we're gonna shift over here a little bit. So you're getting 4 sets of sort of the whimsical and trendy and the sheets, and then you're getting 4 sheets of the traditional. Look at these gorgeous flowers. And then you're getting hello, friend, thanks, grateful, you're the best. And what's great about this set right here is these 4 is the stamps actually mix and match to make additional phrases. Thanks, friend. Thanks for all you do. Sending thanks. Thinking of you, friend. So all of this mixes and matches. All of these over here are meant to make big statements on your cards. Let me show you some of the finished projects. So you're going to take those stamps. Look at how gorgeous that is. And you are exactly right.
Oh, I love that stamp.
This is, right? This is about half the size of the front of the card. So you don't have to spend all this time being like, okay, now let me find 27 embellishments and some pattern paper. But look at how gorgeous. Remind you, this is the same set. You're getting both kinds of stamps. You're getting these fun, whimsical kinds, And then look at how stunning that is, Suzanne. You were talking about the shadow you make. Look at the little shadow around this floral.
So you're getting the what,
floral.
Beth? Yeah, I gotta let me interject here really quickly, guys. If you get that airbrush kit and use that as part of the background to your stamps in this, especially those florals that you have in here, that would be crazy gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I think we have a card in here that has something like that. Let me show you. So here's that kind people are my kind of people. That's the entire card. You don't have to do anything else to the card. I love this with the floral in the background and sort of a monochromatic color. And then bam, in that bright, in the bold black, you've got that statement. And I'm going to ask Dawn to zoom in real quick. Can you see the little spatterings of, look, Suzanne, airbrushing. Can you see the little spattering?
Yes, that's airbrushing right there. Cool? Oh, I love it. Gosh.
And look at, you're exactly right. It just says that extra, this is a sheet of white cardstock. You stamped on, done a little bit of airbrushing. How amazing is that?
This kit is great. Oh, there we go. Now, if you did a whole airbrush background and then stamp, that's embossed, isn't it?
Oh my God. And then that's what's so great about this.
That's great.
Is all you need is a black ink pad then to make a real statement, because these florals are so, again, this is the entire front of the card. You're not having to find 5 different flower stamps and put them together to make a collage. This is it. This is the one stamp, and then it's beautiful. Okay, this is a great hack you were talking about, and I might be outing myself. Taking either pre-done pattern paper or like store-bought cards that you've received, cut some of the other stuff off, and then so that's this, pre-done pattern down here, and then you just add this. Look at that huge sentiment, and look at it right here. So you've got pre-done paper. And then you just add the sentiment. That's all you need. This is one of, you and I love to talk about beginners and more advanced crafters. This is an amazing set for someone who's a beginner and wants to use the pre-done papers. But then look at this. If you're an advanced crafter, again, look at the shading along the back. Look at the individual colors. If you're a beginning crafter, if you're an advanced crafter, this is the set for you. Suzanne said at the beginning, you're getting 8 sheets.
Well, and you know what? Wait, Beth, stop right there. Can you go back to that one? Can you grab the stamp? Guys, that's all one stamp. You ever try to put words together and they're always crooked and they never work and they're not aligned right? That's all just one big stamp. I love that one.
By the way, let me get out my Anna Griffin ruler so I can tell you. This is a 4.5-inch stamp. That's pretty much the size of a card front. That's the great thing about this, is they're so huge. If we have time, I'll do some measuring with my Anna Griffin ruler. Again, look at Steve. Everybody's doing all the cool backgrounds.
All the backgrounds.
And again, whether you are an advanced crafter like this, where you can individually color, and look at the detail. I'm going to zoom in right there. The teeny tiny details. Diamond press stamps, as you know, are incredibly high quality. Look at how detailed that is, and then how beautiful it is if you want to color it in. And oh, by the way,
that butterfly is beautiful.
Right, but this is the great thing. This is another stamp set, but you can use the sentiments, like I mentioned, a pop of color in the back, and then the black ink pad is all you need to really make it stand out.
Great.
Suzanne, see, everybody's doing the cool. Look at the background, Suzanne. You're starting a trend again, my friend. I'm telling you. That's
I'm telling you, the whole airbrush thing, I am telling you.
Right, it's coming back.
It is.
And again, all you need is a black ink pad. And you are making these beautiful, and I love how we popped this one out right here. I'll tilt it, little 3-dimensionality. But again, that's all you need.
Great.
Love this. I mean, I absolutely,
so pretty.
Right? And as I mentioned, with this, the floral sort of handwritten, I know it's hard to see, you're getting the big words like grateful, and then you can mix and match for you. Here's right here. For you, for everything, grateful for all you do. So it's not just the grateful stamp. You have more sentiments and more phrases you can make with them. Look at this monochromatic one. I love that. This watercolor in the back, and then you just stamp the flower. There's so many great ways to use these sets. And like Suzanne said, I mean, even if these were $5 a sheet, which we all know how much these would cost at retail, it'd still be $40. You're getting 8 sheets of these huge stamps. Here's one that uses both sets. So the hello is from the more whimsical set. And then I just love that little hint of color, the little pop of the florals right there. It's whatever your style, whatever your skill level, whatever techniques you like to use, right? We've been showing, stamping, coloring the stamps. We've been showing the airbrushing. This one's got a little glitter to it. And then boom, you're the best. And you just add your statement and you're done. I actually love, look at this on the white, with the white ink on the black
That's
cardstock.
great.
Ugh,
That is great.
so good. I mean, all of this is just, look at how beautiful these are.
Yeah, you know
And you're
what?
just,
And again, here's what I love too, the variety. Beth, you just gave us tons of great variety because guys, some of them are really fun. Like this says, you did it. Thank you for, again, look how interesting this is. Thank you for everything you do. You could just use the thank you. That's what she did on that one card and bumped it out and popped it up.
Yeah.
You did it. There's that cute rainbow. Sending happy thoughts your way. Then look, then we switch to a beautiful ornate floral. If you've got the Spectrum Noir aqua markers that I love, or your Spectrum Noir markers to use all these florals and decorate them with are great. Then you go to, again, something really fun and different and funky. I really love the fonts on here because you get different personalities. For example, this one is, you are braver than you believe. How awesome is that if you've got somebody who might be going through a sickness or something like that, or maybe they're nervous about going from middle school to high school or whatever it might be. I love
and look
this.
at the size of it.
Oh, they're
That's
cute.
what I keep
well,
going back to.
Let me grab this one because this one's blowing me away. I'm gonna pop this off here. This is all one stamp, guys. Look at my hand and look at that stamp size.
It's crazy. And here's the thing, you would pay $7 or $8 for just that stamp at the store.
You're right.
I want to show you really quickly this thank you stamp. It's 3 inches, right? And look at, get out a ruler, get the 3 inches. Look at this one right here. The thank you, it's 4 1/4 inches. That's almost an entire card front. You guys do, if you get these sets, you are not going to need to spend all this time like searching for cool things to add. That's a 3 1/4 inch stamp. These are huge stamps that are making gorgeous projects. I'm going to ask Don to scan on down here if we have a quick second. You're not choosing an either or. This is not these 4 or these 4. We couldn't even fit them all into the screen. You're getting all 8 of these for $24.95. Like I mentioned before, even if they were $5 a sheet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, this would be $40 at a steal. It's $24.95 for all of these. The giant florals, the phrases that you can mix and match, thinking of you friend, hello beautiful. Then you're also getting the whimsical set. Kind people are my kind of people, reach for the stars. Wishing you the happiest of days. You did it. All of this, not either or, all together. We had to like back up and zoom in because there's so many amazing stamps. And I absolutely, like I mentioned before, whether you're a beginner,
it's totally sold out, my love.
Sold out.
Okay, so here's what we did. We're just gonna really quickly show you this next thing. And I love it. This is so cute. They've come out with all these embellishments that come in their own organizing book. So now, instead of having all of these great little embellishments all over the place, look, we've got a book of embellishments. Now, this is funny. So we did a kit on our big 24-hour craft event that had just like pearls and rhinestone embellishments. And I have 200 left of the rhinestone coming up. But look at this. Can you imagine having a book that includes, okay, here we go, tags, more clear stamps, rhinestone sticky embellishments, your twine, you've got a little bit of your ribbon there, a lot of it actually. More yummies, there's the pearls. Look at all these little miniature paper clips and then more tags all in a book. Now we're only gonna spend maybe a minute on this total. So let's jump into it. Why did Diamond Press create this little book?
We actually spread it all out on the table because I think, right, you see it in the book and you're like, oh, you're getting all of this, Suzanne. In the binder, you're getting all of these tags, you're getting the pearls and the gems, you're getting a full sheet of stamps, you're getting all the twine and goodies and that kind of stuff. And you're getting, here's what I think, this is the perfect, as things start to open back up, we're all going to be starting to go to crops. This is the perfect, I just need a little oomph for my project and want to add to it, right? So look at how cute these are. 2 tags, some of the embellishments, and boom, a die, and you've got a card. Loving this background. This is one of the stamps that comes in the set. And then you add a little gold tag and a little black phrase, boom, you've got another card done. Look at how cute this, this is a sneak peek of the cards that you and I are gonna have on, I think maybe next week or week after. Yes. But look at how that pop of color just adds to it. All of this is coming in this kit. This is great, by the way, if you're a gift giver, because here's me, and this might be you, by the way. I mean, that's just the most precious thing ever, right? I love to gift wrap. It's the other stuff. Like, I don't want to have to go find matching twine and matching tags and matching embellishments and matching whatever. get one of these and keep it where you have your gift wrap. You are going to give the most beautiful cards, and you don't have a baggie of tags and a baggie of clips, and you can't find your sheet of pearls. It's all in one spot. That's what I think is so amazing. It's sort of an all-in-one embellishment kit, and it looks super cute sitting on your shelf.
Super cute. And it's all coordinated. Everything's coordinated. So it's just easy. It's fun. It's something you really will grab for a lot. I've got about 500 left, and then that's going to be sold out. Okay, Beth, thank you for joining me. I will see you next Tuesday.
I will see you next week, my friend.
We got a lot of surprises this month. Hey, by the way, okay, we're going to show my Facebook page again. Thanks, guys, for hanging with me tonight, because you can win a $25 digital gift card from us if you go to Suzanne Runyon on Facebook, my page. Now look for my dog Cooper. I transformed Cooper into Super Cooper. Yes, I stenciled Cooper because he stood still long enough, and I did it with our airbrush coming up from We Are Memory Keepers. This is a product that I was really searching for, because years ago, you can do so many cool things with airbrushing, right? And to get these effects in the background, it's just, I don't know, it's just a really neat thing. And they came up with it. And I have a special kit just for tonight that's coming up in our show. I think 200 have been ordered. It's such a fun thing. And yes, don't worry, the markers are safe for children and your pets. In fact, it's totally washable, which is easy. So for those of you who might be mad, don't worry, he's fine. Also, if you want to win that $25 gift card to be in the running for it, go to Cooper's picture on Suzanne Runyon, HSN on Facebook, and make a comment, either about Cooper or whatever. I don't care at this point, but you also can comment on there, what is your favorite crafting tip or trick or hack? I would really love to know that. That would be kind of fun. If you have something that you do and you rely on constantly, please make a comment, and then we're gonna choose a winner at the end of the hour. So look for Cooper's bottom and then put a comment on there, and then I'll announce the winner coming up in about 30 minutes, okay? Also, great news. Every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. East Coast time, we'll be gathering together to do this, to have a really fun show and be creative. Then what happens is I'm doing an after show at 9:30, and that will be on HSN's Facebook page, our main corporate Facebook page, okay? If you join me there, what's really neat is Allie's gonna rejoin me on that one, and she's my next guest, and I will have 2 items that we've never shown on the air before with guests. It's super cool, it's really intimate. I read all your comments, we can ask questions. It's a little more a two-way conversation, because you can have fun with me, and that's at 9:30 tonight, and that's gonna be on HSN's Facebook page. We will go live. You'll see a graphic with my picture and my guest on it, and then we'll go live right at 9:30. So I hope you can join me there after the live show's done here. Okay, next item. To me, this is just a must-have. You know, when you're using, have you ever gotten any of Anna Griffin dyes and there's so many little pieces hanging around, or you use glitter or you don't use glitter simply because it's a hot mess to clean up? Well, this is the most clever little idea from We Are Memory Keepers. It is an attachable little bag, so you can put all the scraps, all the little pieces in there, but believe it or not, this is a vacuum cleaner. It's a mini vacuum cleaner that you're gonna be able to use to get all of those little pieces and parts up, including that fine glitter, and it's gonna be right there as part of your crafting tools. We brought this in, it's $29.95, and we have it on 5 flex pays tonight. And we're gonna go to Allie, who's my guest from We Are Memory Keepers, and I love this idea, because there's nothing worse than all those little parts and pieces, Allie, and trying to pick them up and get them to the garbage.
Oh yes, this is worry-free crafting. Get out your powders, get out your glitters, get out your confetti with no stress and no worry, because you're gonna be able to clean it up so easily, Suzanne. And I was afraid to craft with glitter before this, not anymore. Okay, so let's take a look. I've got this little vacuum here, and it's got a power button right there that I'm just gonna push. We're gonna get it started. And we've got some glitter over here. That's my fine glitter, and we've got some chunky glitter here. That's just coming right up. And let me show you why, Suzanne. Let's see if we can get a close-up of this real quick. Because it's got these brushes right here. And that's the key, is these brushes are releasing that glitter, because it does like to stick, right? Again, it gets static electricity. That's releasing those. And then all you need to do is twist that open, and you can empty that into your trash can, or you can use the funnel that comes with the kit, and you can put your glitter right back in your vial.
So how amazing is that? We're so excited about that. Let me show you because, oh, also real quick in the top, let's go back up to our overhead shot. In the top, it comes with a cord that's USB, and so you can recharge that easily with a USB power source, and that's on board, so you're never going to lose it. And then it's cordless, so you're not tied down to anything. So I like to keep one in my craft room, but you can also use them other places in your kitchen or your bathroom. I've got some sprinkles right here. We're just going to vacuum those right up. So if you're food crafting, making cookies, you can easily clean that up. I've also got just some little teeny paper scraps, a little bit of confetti. Let's see if we can get that up. Yep, there it goes. So, I mean, you're talking about any little bits and pieces. Maybe in your bathroom, you're going to want to do one in your bathroom because you can get your loose powder up off the counter. The other, let's see, let's look at the dustbin. Let's do that really quickly because maybe you've got larger scraps that aren't going to fit in that little vacuum. So all you need to do is slide those right off the table and into the trash can. Take a look at that. Super easy, and it's portable. You can bring it with you on the go, so whichever room or wherever you're crafting, all you have to do is tighten those screws to get that to stay on any work surface that you're working with. It also removes from the frame, so you can dump out your scraps. This is waterproof, so if you're working with liquids or glue or adhesive, you can totally wash this out, and all you need to do is pull that, and there's little snaps, and it comes all the way out, and then you just snap it back in, so you can rinse that out and clean it up. And it's just so easy to use, Suzanne. I feel like, why didn't we come up with this sooner, right?
Brilliant. I got to show you this, guys. And I don't know how we're going to get it. Can you guys, I don't know if the jib, I don't know if it's going to work. You got to see how powerful this little vacuum is. This is glitter. And glitter's like the hot mess of crafting. Like you love to work with it, but you hate to work with it at the same time because it gets everywhere. James, I don't know if I'm going to need your help on this, James, because it's so good. Like it's such a good demo, and it's like little fine glitter. Can I just do it, guys? I'm just going to do it because I want you to see, watch. I'm going to go through the middle of this, and I want you to see. Look at that. How crazy is that? This little guy, and it picked up all that glitter. And then, of course, you're going to open it up, and you're going to reuse it. Thank you for grabbing that shot, guys. Look, now that's a heck of a little vacuum. Because if you love using glitter or, how many of us love embossing powder, but again, it gets all over the place and it's just a mess. Now we can take it, use this, and put it back in the glitter jar and save it, because as crafters, we are thrifty like that. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. Allie's hanging out with me. We've actually surprised Allie. So she's gonna get ready for the next item really quickly. But I wanna give you a quick update on our Empress. Okay. We have, and I'm gonna go over here to show it to you real quick. We started out with about 1,000. I'm already about 50% through the quantity we had. And thanks, guys, I appreciate you bringing this back out for me. The Empress is Anna Griffin's electronic and die cutting machine. No more cranking, guys. You're never gonna crank again. You're gonna see lots of dies so that every Tuesday, you may have a lot of dies, you have a lot of embossing folders. This is a brilliant way to go electronic. Now, here's what we normally offer. This, we give you the mats, and we give you this board. This board has on it 1, 2, 3, 4 dies plus the embossing folder, which is beautiful. That's normally our configuration. What we added just for the Suzanne Gets Crafty special edition is a $60 value of concentric dies. All of these, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 additional dies. That's a $60 value by itself. We also made this a smart deal. We reduced the shipping to only $5, and tonight, for this hour, it's all gonna end here pretty soon, you have 5 flex pays on everything in my show. So if you've ever wanted to stop using a crank machine, you've ever been thinking about getting Anna's Empress, it is brilliant what you can do with it. And for me, and this is what had happened to me, is I have a lot of dies and from all the brands, tons of them. I got tons of them, and I just didn't use them very often because it was just cranking is old and it's hard. And now I've got a little machine from Diamond Press I'm actually going to feature a little bit later. That's my quick and dirty one. That I pull that little baby out and go at it. But when you have to bring out a big embossing die cutting machine that cranks, it's heavy and it's awkward. Once you go electronic, boy, you just never go back to hand cranking unless it's my little marquee, which I will feature a little bit later. Okay, so can we go back to my Facebook page? So here's what happened. So I get this kit at home, and thanks We Are Memory Keepers, they sent me some kits so I could try them out. And my dog Cooper, who I love, he's such a sweetheart, look at that little face, he held still long enough for me to actually airbrush a stencil on him. And that's actually one of the stencils that come with it. He's now called Super Cooper. Now it's okay, it's even okay for kids because, just so you'll know, I don't want any comments on this, please, these are water-based. They are safe for the children. In fact, when you're airbrushing, I got them all over my fingers and my nails, and it didn't matter. They instantly washed out. So here's what you're getting. You're getting this really cool new airbrush. Now, all the old airbrushes, you'd have to blow them. That's kind of my history. It was called blow pins way back in the day. Or you would have to plug them in. This is USB rechargeable. So you have total freedom now when you're going to do your airbrushing. Now, here's what you're getting. You're getting the unit itself. You're getting this set of markers. So you're getting these markers, which are all these awesome colors. That's normally the configuration. What they did is they added this pack of markers. So you are getting with this one, I gotta find my card on it. Stand by. We changed order. Where is it? Oh, it's way here at the end. Okay, here we go. You're getting the Airbrush 12 spray markers, the USB charging cord, the stencil sheet, and an additional 36 spray markers in this exclusive configuration that you cannot find anywhere else. So not only did I stencil my dog, I just wanted to show you, this is some of the effects. I had so much fun doing this. This is one of the cards I made. It's a card front that I made. So I used it in the back, and I'm gonna show this technique coming in the after show. So Allie's gonna rejoin me at 9:30 tonight on HSN's Facebook page. We're gonna do a live hour event. I will show you how I did this background. And here's another one that I did. I created the background here, and then I used the stencil to say hi, just to make a really cool, very different card. So Allie, thank you for your flexibility. We decided we're gonna bring this up a little bit earlier. I had a ball with this.
No problem. Yes, it is so much fun. Suzanne, we all love that beautiful, colorful, artistic look of mixed media. It is so easy to achieve with this kit. So I'm gonna just pop this into my pen here. And as you can see, I've charged it with my USB battery pack, and that light is solid blue when it's fully charged and ready to go. All I need to do is push the button. How easy is that? And you get color. Let's try a different color. We're gonna pull the blue in here, and we're just gonna mess around with it. And Suzanne, honestly, you can't get this wrong. I mean, it's so easy to use. Look at that. And then I was playing around earlier today, and I just went all the way through the rainbow colors. And speaking of colors, you get so many colors that you can match easily back to your paper collections, because there are 48 of those. Here's the stencil that you get so you can see what that looks like. And we're gonna use that to make a tag. So I'm gonna grab just a pre-cut tag here, and we're going to put, actually, you know what, let's put a background down first. Let's do that. We're gonna put this marker in, because I want to show you how you can do kind of a lighter spray to get a little bit of a lighter look. So I'm just kind of lightly spraying, and my pen is far away. I'm just creating a little bit of light color on there. So once we've done that, we're going to go in with a darker pink color, and we're going to make a heart, and we're going to get that even closer. And let me show you a cool trick. If you're using this stencil and you don't want to get that overspray anywhere else, just cut a little rectangle into a piece of paper with your craft knife, and then you won't get overspray on your project. And we're just going to go in nice and tight and add some more color there, get that really saturated. And then let's move on to a sentiment. We're going to put love right there, and we'll switch out for the green. And this is a really pretty rich kind of emerald green. I love it. So let me center that and put this on to protect my project, and then just push the button.
Hey, Allie, you know
and
what
that's
I
going
also
to
thought when
add
I
some
was playing?
beautiful color.
When I was playing with this while you're demoing that, is for those of you who have the Cricut machine, which we have the maker available, it's the whole vinyl kit. Cricut has stencil material. And imagine if you got the airbrush and then went to your Cricut and your design space and started making your own stencils and airbrushing them. How much fun would that be? Like, so think about, my brain went crazy. Not only did I make Cooper Super Cooper, but cards and scrapbooks and backgrounds and DIY projects. So this, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how many different ideas you'll come up with. And those are great examples of pre-existing stencils there too. And I love that gradient color.
Yes, it's so easy to
Wow.
achieve that gradient look. And look, honestly, just spraying with different concentrations and different levels, using your beautiful die cuts that you might already have or you can make with your machines. Even a resist technique, if you have any embellishments that have a resist or a foiling on them, that resist or foiling will not absorb the ink, but the other parts will. So you can make some really cool things that way. I also like to use the stencils that I have at home, Suzanne, because I like when I have a new tool to incorporate things I already have in my craft room. So I'm just going to show you how easy it is to use this stencil that I already had to finish off this cool rainbow look that I'm going to use as a background on a card. Let me pop the purple in and show you how easy this is.
And by the way,
We're just going to get kind of a little bit closer to get more powder in there.
and I just want to thank We Are Memory Keepers, because airbrushing goes back in my life many, many, many years ago. I loved it. And actually, you either had to plug it in or it's a big complicated thing. They've taken something that honestly gives you just the coolest effect, and they've made it really portable, really simple, really easy, totally rechargeable. The markers, with our kit, you're getting, what, 48 of them in our set. It is a completely exclusive bundle, and you get a little starter stencil. I adore that, Allie.
How fun is that? And that just takes a couple minutes. I mean, and again, you can use stencils that you've already had. You can use embossing powders to get this resist effect that I was talking about here. So you would stamp with your embossing powder, clear embossing powder or white embossing powder if you're on a white background. And then you airbrush and then you just wipe away and it'll come right off. And you mentioned before that these are washable, so you can wash them off of your surface. But once you get them on your paper, they are totally permanent. I am rubbing my finger all around this design, this ink that I just put on there, and there's nothing. So it's totally permanent once it gets on your project, so you don't have to worry about smudging happening. And again, let's take a look at this layout, because there's some really fun materials on here that we used with the airbrush. So if you look here at this ribbon, we airbrushed that ribbon in kind of an ombre style. And so you can also airbrush on fabrics. We put it on, again, a resist foiled piece, so you get the resist look. And then here's some wood embellishments. These are just die cut wood pieces, so you can also use the airbrush on those. Then we as well added a little bit of color to this title up here and a little bit around the border. So I mean, you can do an entire project just with this one tool. And the stencil that you're getting, if I can find that, you've got everything you need here to create cards, tags, layouts, you've got icons, you've got shapes, you've got labels, you've got sentiments. So everything you need to get started is in this kit, including more than a rainbow of beautiful colors.
All right, Miss Allie. Now, Allie's not going very far. She's going to join me at the end of the hour with another surprise that has not been on the air in years and years and years. Stay on the line for this. I think we filled 600-700 already. It's fun. And yes, stencil your pets. Why not? If it'll hold still in my house, it'll be stenciled. My husband was like, what in the world are you doing? And then he cracked up when he saw it. All right, we're going to move on because we got a lot to squeeze in the last 15 minutes. By the way, go to my dog Cooper's picture. And our question today to win, potentially win the $25 digital gift card is, what's your favorite crafting tip or hack? I'd love to know that. And I'll try to actually publish a bunch of those tomorrow once the day's over. And then again, join me right after the show at 9:30. Go to HSN's Facebook page and we're going to go live. And Allie's going to rejoin me. And I'm going to show you some tips, and she's got more information on that airbrush kit. Plus, I have 2 items that has never seen time on the air and 2 guests joining me in the after show on HSN's Facebook page. Will go live in about 45 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Sizzix. Sizzix, I've known Sizzix since I started crafting. They're one of the best regarded crafting companies in the world, and we're so happy to have a great relationship with them. I'm gonna jump right to Pete, who's joining us. For $23, this is on sale. This is all about the thinlits, their famous thinlits. They actually were the innovators in this concept, and they've done this amazing butterfly collection with 5 Flex for our show only. And Pete, welcome back. It's always good to have you as a part of my show.
It's good to be here. Thank you for inviting us back.
Sir, absolutely.
So
let's jump right into it. Yes, please.
Okay, we've got a wonderful bundle for you. And I mean, butterflies, they say happy birthday, they say I miss you, they say I love you, they say so many things. It's a symbol of freedom, and that means it gives you the freedom to create anything in any style. Now, let's take a look at what we're getting in the bundle. Now, the first bundle, here you'll see there are 8 different die cuts, and this one I've actually put onto acetate, so you can see how these map and layer together perfectly. So underneath that, so that's our flutter on buy set. Then we've got the butterfly edges. Now, the star of the show is this one, and I'll talk a little bit more about this one in a second, because it's very, very versatile, and it's all about versatility. Versatility means value, of course. So let's put these to one side, and I'll show you how we run them through our machine. I'm taking my Big Shot fold away today. This is one of several machines. If you go to the HSN website and you put Sizzix in the search bar, you'll see some of our award-winning machines there. Now, you'll see there's a piece of card which I pre-inked with some wonderful, wonderful distress inks. And I'm going to place this die on top. Now, that's the blank die, the base die, as I like to call it. So I'm just going to run that through. One pass through the machine should do it, and we get our positive and our negative. And we could use both equally. But I'm just going to take this one for the time being, because imagine that we've used the other die, which coordinates with this. And what I've done, I've actually die cut this, and I've attached some adhesive sheets to the back. And the adhesive sheets are part of a wonderful adhesive bundle, which again, you can find, guess where? The HSN website. So it's one of 4 different adhesives that we've got. Now, I'll peel the backing up. So effectively, it turns your die cuts into a sticker. So you're not messing about with glues or anything like that. We'll pop that there. Another of the adhesives in the pack is our foam tape, and I've put a little bit on here. So we'll mount that in place. Now, how easy is that? Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, it's gorgeous,
glorious,
Pete.
so, so simple. Now, let me show you a few other examples I've done using some distress inks. This one I've just cut out from the background there. This one you can see a simple white butterfly overlaid on an inked background. Next up, how about this? All the colors of the rainbow. Look at that there. So again, with our distress inks, different elements from both sets. Then this one, I particularly like this one.
Oh,
it's okay to stand out. And there you go. We've got some plain white ones. We've got a colored one. Now, we're talking about distress inks. And a great thing about die cutting is that when you die cut from thin paper, you can use that die cut as a mask or a stencil. And I'll show you what I've done here. I've inked through here, and this is my negative. This is the bit that we'd normally throw away. But I've inked through it, and we'll peel that off. I've used a very strong adhesive. Oh, what a shame.
You sure did.
Never mind. There I used the wrong adhesive is what I did. But there we are. That's the stencil.
Oh,
and
that's
this
beautiful,
is the
Pete.
mask. So you can stamp over the top. And then when you put the 2 together, you get something like that. So that's another way of using your die cutting. Now let me look at the edge cards. There we are. Now that's the butterfly edge. That's the one we talked about. So you can create a gatefold like this with a wonderful, this is a save the date. Then you can double that up and create something like this by putting them both together. How about this one? Very simple. Black and pink.
Oh,
then
gorgeous.
again, using some distress inks. And finally, this wonderful card front. And if you wanted to create an envelope, you could do something like that. So there we are. On the front,
Pete,
we've
that's
put
beautiful.
Suzanne at HSN. So this is an open invitation. If you're ever in the neighborhood, pop round for a cup of tea.
Oh, there!
Anytime,
Are you
you're more than
kidding me?
welcome.
I would 100% love that. I'm going to take you up on that. By the way, with this, you're getting 9 in the one set. You're getting 4 in the other pieces. This is how you create all those effects. And Pete, I know we always have to go so quickly, but I think you have some of the most innovative ideas. So thank you for sharing all those techniques in such a short amount of time.
Thank you very much.
It's good to see you as always.
You too.
And if you can, just stay in the line for it. I know we moved really quick, but this is really cool, and you'll be able to do a lot of that neat stuff. All right, come on over this way. We are moving on. Oh, don't follow me. I got to bend over. Ain't nobody want to see me bend over, okay? I'm just saying. Where am I going, guys? Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay. Everybody keep me straight. All righty. I was looking off in the distance. Yeah, I know. I got a lot to do. I got a lot going on tonight. Okay, let's talk about these. Now, The reason I wanted these in the show is because the price. I'll just be super, super clear on that. If you have ever shopped for really good quality rolling totes, whether you're rolling from a closet to your kitchen table, from your kitchen table out to the car, maybe going to crops eventually, a rolling tote is almost essential because it gives you your own little craft world. You have your own little space, and this is great for any hobby. It could be for sewing, it could be for if you're doing quilting, if you do needlework, on and on and on, right? So amazing. It's got a beautiful adjustable handle. It's got great wheels to it. We have the stripe or we have the floral. The problem with totes of this quality, it's the price, kids. I mean, typically totes of this size and this kind of quality, you know it if you've shopped for them, they can be over $100. We have $69.95. I thought was very fair. Tonight, just for our show and that 5 flex pays, you can get this rolling tote for $55.96. That is exceptional because it's a beautiful organizational tote. I don't think you'll find a better quality tote at this price absolutely anywhere. And Merritt will be joining me, and she's doing it via phone. So Merritt, hi, thanks for joining us. I think you guys have done a beautiful job on this tote.
Oh, hey, Suzanne. You know, I'm so bummed I can't show you all the cool things I have shoved into mine because I got to tell you, it's almost like one of those portable craft boxes that everybody wants, but it's in a little portable size. So I can just shove everything in, and I can actually craft when I have time to craft instead of spending 10 minutes gathering all of my supplies and then all of a sudden I don't have any more time to craft.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, like you were saying, the durability is unbelievable. The quality is all lined. And, you know, we're a family-owned company. We like to help people love where they live. We talk to you as customers, and we said, what do you need? Well, guess what? We want clear pockets. We want to be able to see what we're storing. And, you know, with that lid that flips up and actually secures to the handle, it flips up and you can see everything that you have inside the tote. Yeah. So regardless of if you do go back to your scrapbooking events or you're taking this on the road, maybe you like to pack everything up and go in your RV on a little camping trip. It's just some place to keep every single thing you need in a tidy little pocket so you can see it, but it's big enough to hold. I mean, I wish you could see this. I have a full size, the long scrapbooks, you know, the ones with the long pages, and the big size, you know, plastic scrapbook page container. You can take that with you now. You don't have to feel like you got to have your flimsy papers all around. Put it in this rolling tote because, you know, it's big enough to hold it.
Oh yeah, oh no, I'm absolutely so blown away by this. And let me show you the back, guys. Well, if you didn't think that was enough, look, there's a little mesh here. So if you want to put a water bottle in the back of that, I can show you that one. Here's a water bottle, or more crafting supplies. Over here, your cell phone. Guess what? They even thought of a spot for your cell phone. So if you're taking this to someone's house and you're like, or eventually we're gonna go back to our crops, or we're gonna go to someone's house to make cards, maybe over the holidays. Look at this. If you look in this pocket, they really have thought of it all. See this? Okay, so let's say you just picked up the airbrush that we featured from We Are Memory Keepers. What are you gonna do with all your markers? How about all your Spectrum Noir markers that you have? Or you've got pencils. Maybe you love doing coloring books, the adult coloring books. Like, so here's the one side, completely zippered and deep. All these are deep. You have a pocket in the front that has more clear spaces. You have the interior, which is huge. Two deep pockets on either side. You have, look at this, guys, look at this little hidden gem. That is a long pocket in the back, okay? If you want to put something back in there, like maybe you've got, for sewing, you know how you have their self-healing mats, you could put that back there. More clear on top. We have another pocket on the side. So everything about this is like that dream of finally getting all your stuff organized. The thing that doesn't have is that giant price tag.
Exactly. And Suzanne, reach down in the bottom and knock on that bottom because it's a durable piece of wood down there that actually can hold heavy items. So load it up. I mean, I've literally put my joy in there. I've got different stuff in there all the time. I've got my laminator machine sometimes. I've got, you know, because I'm always doing different things. And that's what I'm so glad you went through the pockets because they're so functional. We know you like to keep your markers organized, but you know, not always everything gets organized. Sometimes you throw stuff in a pocket. So isn't it nice for it to be that clear plastic that you can see through, so you can actually, you know, and everything, Mary, we've been around for a long time. You know, it's something that is hard to find in stores right now. It's hard to find. So this is a great time to pick that up because stores are picked through.
Wait, I can't believe there's more pockets. My gosh, there's a pocket right here. So you put all your rulers, long things inside here. Isn't that cool? And I just wanted to show you guys something that's adorable. Really, really quickly. I'm gonna do it super fast. Look at these little matching baskets. These are perfect if you guys wanna take this from the kitchen to the couch. It could fit anything. It could just be like your crossword puzzles if you wanted to be. A whole bunch of little pockets and zippers, lots of organization on the inside, and they match, which I think is the most adorable thing in the whole wide world. These are only $20. I would actually think about getting multiples, and then you could do different things. This could be your embellishments. This could be your scrapbooking stuff. You could have one for knitting, one for sewing. You get the idea. We only have 500 of these little guys available. All right, I know it was quick, but thank you so much for joining us, Merritt.
Oh, thanks, and I wish I could have seen you. I'll see you next time.
Okay, bye, baby. All right, and I gotta move right over here. We aren't missing a beat. Oh, look at that, $20.96. And again, if you ever needed a craft organizer, see, I'm just like you. We all like, shop and we look around and we're trying to, we want one of those. The quality is fantastic on that. Okay, so we did kind of a little look back in crafting, and this is something we have not had on the air for such a long time. Now, to give you a reference point, these are called the Chompers, and Allie's gonna rejoin me from We Are Memory Keepers. It's a 2-pack. Normally, one of these retail for $29. You're getting both of these, and they're from their famous Crocodile collection. You're getting the scallop stub corner chomper and the 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 radius corner chopper. And Allie, you've been busy tonight. I'm so glad you could rejoin us for this.
Yeah. Yes. So, Suzanne, these are absolutely essential things in my craft room, and I know you guys are going to love these. You've probably heard of them. The Crocodile has that power and that strength, and we've brought that into a corner punch and a decorative punch. So I'm just going to get started showing you some of the materials that this can punch through. We've got the 1/4 and we've got the 1/2, and all you need to do is open that up and then flip it to whichever size you want to use. So I'm going to do the 1/2, and I've got a piece of acetate here, plastic that we use when we craft, and that just rounded that corner. It's probably a little difficult to see if I can get that shine there, but that went right through that. Here's a piece of leather, which we like to craft with, right? That went, oops, let's flip it over and do the smaller one. That larger one, there we go, look at that, the smaller one. Works perfectly on that. Here's some fun foam. Let's do that. Try the other side for that one. Perfectly went through that. And some chipboard. Let's give that a try. Now, you know what? First, I want to show you how to empty this, though. Is you're going to shake that. And look at, that's as easy as it is to clean it out, to get all your little pieces out. You just lift that up right there, and it cleans out. So now we're going to go ahead and do the chipboard right through there, okay? So here's 10 pieces of copy paper. This is copy paper, thin copy or printer paper, right through that. And then I've got 4 sheets of 80-pound cardstock here, right through that. So that's really easy. Now let me show you some fun ways to use this. Here's a little album that we've created, and this has got all kinds of different materials in it. This is like a multimedia album. This is plastic, really thick plastic. This is watercolor paper. It went right through there. You can see those cute decorative corners. Here's a piece of heavy patterned paper that we all have a lot of. This is corrugated cardboard, Suzanne, that went right through the corners there. We've got our glitter paper, went right through those corners. Here's some embossed cardstock, no problem. Again, acetate. And chipboard here at the end went right through that chipboard piece, no problem. Here's another easy and fun thing to do with these. Let me make a little room here. All right, so this is the stub and scallop punch that we're going to use, and I'm going to use the stub punch because I want to show you how easy it is to take one of your little cards that you get in your scrapbook collections.
I'm so sorry, Allie, but we've run out of time. But hang on, Allie's going to join me in the after show. But really quickly, so Allie's going to be with me in about a half an hour. Go to HSN's Facebook page. We're going to go live with not only the Airbrush, but with 2 new products. Anyway, our winner tonight. Sorry, it was a little confusing, but I'm glad it worked out. I want to say hi to Donna Kay. She says, Cooper is adorable, thank you. My favorite hack is to make several of the same card by changing the colors and the cardstock. That way I can stock up for quick cards. That is a great tip. So Donna Kay, you are the winner of our $25 digital gift card. Now, rejoin me next Tuesday, same time, 2 more hours of creative fun. I'll be on Facebook Live on our HSN page in a half an hour.
I just can't take my eyes, I just can't take my eyes, I just can't take my eyes off of you. I just can't take my eyes off of you. It's the way that I feel when I'm looking at you, doing the things that you do.
Get set for Big Deals Weekend. From electronics to jewelry, spring cleaning, wellness, and more, you'll find deals you won't want to miss. Enjoy select sale prices that brighten your spring and boost your budget. Starting Saturday on HSN and at hsn.com. It's the return of celebrity chef Anne Burrell, and she's bringing the tools and tips you'll need to cook like a rock star. Don't miss